Hello, hello, hello. What is up, everybody? It is me, TheeDonB. That is at TheeDonB on all the platforms. Thank you so much again for tuning in to WXSJ 97.3 Radio Sunshine Jams. It's Backstage Jams. You know what time it is. We got new artists with us. Another repeat offender. First time on Backstage Jams, but second time talking to me. We got Mr. PhalaiR in the house.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Sorry, my intro's kind of a machine gun, so you gotta be ready. You never know what's gonna stop.
Okay, for sure.
What's going on? Welcome.
I'm chilling. I'm here. I got school in a few hours, but I'm here. I'd rather be here, honestly.
Good. I'm glad. You, like I mentioned before, you were on the B Spot podcast, so we thank you for that. That also airs on WXSJ 97.3 Radio. See, that's one of the moments where you turn dramatically to the camera and do that thing you talked about.
Yeah, just look right at it.
I want to give you an example live.
Okay, bet. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm here for you. But yeah, so he was here on the B Spot guys, and we had a great conversation as part of like, it wasn't a 3K conversation. It was just all the members of 3K, which is how I got interested with you. Yeah. Was through the open mics and you guys coming out, and then from there, Independent Dream Factory, we just kind of just bonded. Yeah. We're big fans of yours. We're always trying to support whenever we can. Yeah. And yeah, just happy to have you here and show the world, you know, what PhalaiR is all about. Before it was kind of like the group thing, but today it's just like all about you, what you got going on right now. We got some new songs coming I'm really excited about. Yeah. Shout out to Ari in the house. The label is here.
Oh, bro,
making sure
right?
This goes right. Making sure it goes good.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so what's going on now for a quick catch up? Like, who was PhalaiR?
So, PhalaiR is a rapper, poet, producer from the South Side of Chicago. I moved here from Chicago to go to Full Sail to study music business. And then there, I got a lot of different connections.
Shout out to Full Sail. I'm sorry. I wish I could have gone to school for music business. I feel like I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, what a dope.
Yeah, it was super cool, but you know, it wasn't always super cool. It just started getting good. But I was just making a lot of different connections and stuff like that. You were kind of, when I met you, it was around the time where I was just starting to really put my feet down in Orlando as like a serious rapper. I wasn't even making beats for real at that time, which is what most people know me for and stuff like that. But yeah, you were kind of like one of the first people I kind of like met coming up. So I always got love for Independent Dream Factory. You guys are really supportive of what I do. So
I appreciate that. Well, we're big fans. I never would have known it was you were just getting your feet wet because you're one of those professional people that we met. And I always throw the open mics in because we meet so many people that come through there. And I always feel like it's shady when I say this, and I don't mean it shady to anybody, but I just am always, this radio station, I'm immersed in artists and music all day long. Yeah. And I'm always talking to people all day long, like setting things up. And there are people that have been to that show 3 or 4 times, and I still can't. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. What was his name again? Like, if I didn't have the guys, I wouldn't know who was. Sean knows everybody. He keeps track of shout out to Sean and Herman. Yeah. They keep me on track. They're like, that's so-and-so. Remember he came to this. And I'm just like, it's not that I don't care. It's just that like I have to be wild for it to stick out of my brain musically because my brain is always going like that. And so it's not favoritism, but I do have people that I'm fans of, and there's people that we kind of always go back or hope come around or hope to reach out to because it's like those are the ones that I remember. And so yeah, we've been big fans the whole time. You never would have known that you were just getting started. It feels like a very realized, a person that's very realized and knows what they want, knows where their career was going to go, and it's just I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a huge compliment.
Seriously.
It's just, you know, like being in Chicago, that's kind of the basis of how everybody like raps and stuff. At least the people I associate myself with. You know, it's a very talented city. Oh, yeah. So, you know, coming here, it was like, all right, I'm going to just see where I'm at. And then people are just starting to connect with it. It's a really great feeling to have people really receive the music, you know?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. Speaking of open mics and performing and whatnot, congratulations. You had your headline concert with WTF not so long ago, I believe.
Yeah. It was
it your first headlining concert?
It was.
Congratulations. Tell people about that experience.
It was a big moment, yo.
Yeah. I wanted to be there. I was out of town. I was very upset.
No, I get you. But it was like the first time. It was the first time I ever built a fan base for just me. You know, like in Chicago, I was a part of a rap collective, Clear Conscious, and it was a we thing. Like if I performed, they're performing, but now it was like the first time people came out to support what I was doing and hearing the stories that I was rapping to myself in the bathroom mirror and shit. Yeah. So it was very inspiring to see people come and support me. Yeah.
I love that. Great. It looked great. The footage was great. I knew you killed it, but you always kill it. Like, there's this thing about you that's just, like, it's so natural and raw that it can't be taught, it can't be packaged, it can't be bought. it's especially like you performing. Like I heard there's a quote that I heard years ago. I was reading a review of a Beyonce album, and there, you know how she releases like anthology videos and stuff with her albums a lot of times, and they said listening to Beyonce music is like drinking non-alcoholic beer. It's like you get all the fun because you get it, you hear the song, it's a great song and it's fine, but you have to see her to feel all the fun parts, the energy and all these things. So with you, it's like the same thing. It's like your music is great, but it's like until they see you on stage delivering that stuff, it's like you don't even really get it all the way. Like the energy is so specific. Yeah. Like it's just knowing what you want to do. It's so refreshing to see artists that get on stage and just all three you guys have, which is why I kept y'all around, to get on stage and be like, people get nervous, and it's fine. You know, I'm not trying to show anybody. I'm notorious for my stage fright. I've toured. I've been on stage many a days. I get performing on stage. That's why I have such a respect for people that get up there and just have it. Because everybody in the audience wants to feel like you're in control, you got it. The second you look shaky, you're not nervous, we're all just like, oh, how's this going to go? But really, everybody there wants it to be good. So when you get up there, you take control of it, everybody's just like, whew, we're along for the ride. So that was a long-winded thing, but your performing is
to sum what that is, I really appreciate that compliment.
Absolutely.
I work very, very hard on my performance. Like, every single day, I'm practicing just one verse just to get it the perfect way.
Yeah.
But to sum up what you said, it's like the audience is a reflection of you. So if you go out there and you're like, ooh, I don't know, then they're gonna be like, I don't know.
Yep.
If you go out there and say, hi, I'm PhalaiR, I'm from Chicago, and I'm the greatest rapper here today, they're gonna be like, well, shit, show me.
Yeah.
And then if you show them, then it's like you own the room that day.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. And I'm not trying to get in trouble when I say this. You know, people get feeling kind of way. I keep it real, and I think people know that here.
Yeah.
There's when I announced the lineup, we're gonna talk about the mixer stuff later on. But when I announced like who was gonna be on the roster and this thing, people that wanted to be a part of this, when they saw who all was gonna be on it, was just like, oh well, maybe I can just do this and do that. People they know out here like who is to be respected. So people have been reacting to all the flyers we dropped yours, and people were just like, oh, he's gonna be like. I don't know. I'm sure you see it, but there's a lot of steam from people that I didn't know that were even looking this way.
I don't.
Specifically, we're just like, oh, dope. PhalaiR's gonna be there. Like, okay.
Yeah. I don't really see that shit. I really just kind of keep my head
down. That's for management to see and to shield you from all that stuff, so you can just focus on the art.
Yeah.
But that's not bullshit at all. A lot of people responded specifically to your flyer and like other things too, like message us and all these things. So like. We're really excited to have you. I had a better lead in to like, where can we find you? I was gonna be real coy and be like, where else can we find you this year doing live stuff? But it's out there, the mixer. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Thank you for joining us.
I'm excited as fuck, yo. I'm ready. I can curse.
Oh yeah, I've been cussing this whole time. Yeah.
I'm excited as fuck. I'm ready. Like
These kids need to hear
the last one, yo. It was so like dope, and it was like it was me and Jay were there. We were just having a good time. I ended up winning some edibles. Fucking.
Yep.
It was
not rigged. He really did win.
No, I did. I won that for real.
Really
like
did.
pure skill. Not skill, but just luck.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
But it was like
I always want to rig the things for my friends, but the guys are always like, "It has to be authentic." So you really did win that.
Yeah. So it was like a Jenga. My bad. And then I was like, I thought I was gonna lose, but then I won, and I was like, yes.
You walked away with a little piece of something. That's what it's all about there. But no, we're really excited. This year's going to be bigger and bigger. I mean, we do this quarterly, and every time it's bigger than before. You guys work hard, so, you know. Oh, yeah. It started off me by myself in this place with one artist performing with a Bluetooth speaker on the floor with everybody else. And, like, you know, an open bar that was just like wine that niggas were just ransacking, not even getting in line. Like, it was a mess, but it was fun. It was like 60 people up in here. Like, we had a good time. Everybody got to represent themselves, and now it's just beautiful to see it get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so the artists that are attached to it, like, it means a lot to me that people are coming for this and like wanting to be a part of it. So we thank you from bottom of our hearts for sure. We can't wait to see what you bring. I would ask for a little exclusive, but I'll let you keep it to yourself.
Exclusive what?
About like any ideas, maybe any songs you plan on performing, any upcoming. I'm segueing into new material.
I got you.
I'm doing a really bad job at it.
I would say
you weren't taking the bait.
I would say, hey, just expect me to give 100%. That's my whole MO. I don't really try to be lackluster with any performance. If I'm at an open mic and it's one mic and there's a long ass chord and the sound's weird, I'm still gonna rap like I'm performing at Coachella.
Just at me next time,
you know?
bro. Just at me next time. We'll get you wireless.
No,
mic,
whoa,
I'm just kidding.
Because you guys have wireless. Y'all have wireless mics.
And our sound is really good. Shout out to Paradise.
You guys sound is great. I'm talking about like these other open mics that be like.
No, I'm just giving you shit.
You know, but no, like I got this project that I've been working on for about 2 years now. That is I'm hoping it could come out at the by the time I graduate, which is like August, September.
Nice.
But we have an EP that's gonna be dropping very soon. It's called While Away. It's like 2 songs. One of them is gonna be primarily really fun. Then the other one's gonna be like real, like super Chicago rap. And I can't wait to perform those for you guys at the mixer. It's gonna be really dope.
Let's go. Any other anything else besides like music going on? I know you do a lot of stuff. Back home, you've done a lot of things like with your community, a lot of giving back work. Anything you have going on outside of music you want to touch on before we get up out of here?
Yeah, there's I have a program in Chicago, back in my old high school. It's called Beats and Bars. It's a rap collective production team that we created for kids to learn how to make beats and write raps and songwriting and stuff like that. Because my father is an MC, and he taught me a lot of things about how to be a man through my art, and it was really impactful for how I grew up. Yeah, it was just like really impactful for how I grew up as a Chicago kid. Like my city not, it's Chicago. I'm not gonna address the stereotypes and feed into that narrative. But Chicago is like a city like most places. They have their good and bad parts. But what steered me away from that was the fact that I understood myself through my art, and I understood hip hop, and that really kind of protected me from a lot of different things that I could have got into.
Oh yeah.
So when I was in my high school, I was doing poetry, and I had that program, and I pretty much built the foundation already. So I'm trying to build my name up as a respected MC in hip hop, so that I could take this program and implement it in 250 high schools in Chicago, because that's the whole reason why I'm rapping. Like if you don't have like a message, what's the point of you even doing it? I mean, it's cool to do it as a passion, but like at the end of the day, like passion can fade, but your movement will never.
Exactly. That's the kind of like that's legacy stuff right there. That's thinking way bigger outside of yourself, thinking of other people, and thinking of ways to leave things outside of just like, oh, buy my new song, that whole music. You know what I mean? Like you're thinking of like the collective, other things. So I think it's beautiful. I think it's brilliant. I think it ties in with like who you are as a person, from what I've met, who your message as a rapper is. So it's thumbs up. I think you're doing everything right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do something for like Chicago is a huge music scene, but everybody is so divided. Like nobody like trying to work with each other and trying to like bridge the gap. I want to be the person that's like bringing everybody together and making Chicago the respected mecca of music that I know it is. Because people mention Chicago, but it's like Chicago's like the little brother of everything.
100%.
So I want Chicago to be at the table like, nah, bro.
No, Chicago's an iconic city, and I lived in Indianapolis for a long time, so right outside of Chicago. Yeah, I've been there several times, and it's like New York. It's like any other big city, but I do feel like it gets overlooked just strictly because it's in the Midwest, and people just overlook the Midwest in general. There's a lot going on there, but just the creative scene in Chicago is crazy. Really crazy. Shout out to the artists of Chicago. I went there for a lot of events and things like that when I was pursuing my fashion degree. There's so much rich history there, and there's so much going on. So I get it. It's gonna happen. You're already doing it, and I'm sitting back watching it happen. Like we're gonna be having this conversation on a bigger and bigger scale 20 years from now, where you're like, they're opening some big old building with a statue in front of Chicago and shit. Like you're gonna be putting on like that, because for real, it's because if you stay like this, just not being like always stay humble, but I think your honesty is what comes through all the time. You're like one of those people that's just like, I believe this person. You know what I mean? It could all be for all I know, it could all be a facade. It could all be a character you're doing. But for me, when I hear what you're rapping and when I'm talking to you, it's like, this is somebody that I believe. They're not talking about, guns and women and champagne, all of that. That stuff is fun, but it's like, there's something, this guy has a message, something to say, and I listening to it. Point blank.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
It's kind of hard to be other people. I'm not that good of an actor.
Most people aren't that good, but they think they are. And it's like,
I just want people to know that I'm here to. I am of service to my city and to my family and to my music. So all that industry shit, y'all can keep it. I'm gonna navigate through it, but I'm here for 100 years, yeah.
Amen to that. I have no monologue to follow it up, y'all. That was the perfect way to end that. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
Thank you for coming to the Mixer. We can't wait to see you there. April 23rd. If you guys don't have your tickets yet, you need to go ahead and get them because VIP is selling out. Well, VIP is sold out. The tier 2 is still going, so you gotta hurry up. But yeah, April 23rd is going down. We're super excited. We'll have PhalaiR in the building, a bunch of special guests. It's gonna be a great night. Where can we find you?
You can find me.
He's got it.
I'm working on my website right now, but you can look at my Instagram as PHALAIR __. In case you didn't hear me or just forgot within the last 2 seconds, it's PHALAIR __. And that's my Instagram, and then my TikTok is just PhalaiR800.
And you gotta plug the shows. He does these really cool shows, guys. Just like how he makes samples and beats, how he pulls things. Like I think it's really cool. I feel like it's like a miniature version, I guess, of like your beats. Is it beats in?
Beats and bars.
Beats and bars. Yeah. I won't say beats and bars.
Because then we also got a beats and breakfast, low key. Like we got a lot of this shit. Because I've been doing this like TikTok thing where I just like eat breakfast and listen to beats, and people have been like. It's fun. It's fun.
I love it. Yeah. Definitely, I want you to make sure people know where to find you at, follow that stuff. And yeah, as usual, you guys, you know it's me, TheeDonB. That's at TheeDonB on all platforms. Catch this on WXSJ 97.3 radio. It's going to be on Wednesday. We're going to follow it up with some new material from Mr. PhalaiR. Yes, so really excited you guys to hear what he has cooking up. And yeah, if did I hit everything? The Mixer, yeah, that's it. Y'all know what time it is. Every Wednesday, we'll be back with new artists for you guys, and I'm super excited to bring you new heat every week. With that being said, it's TheeDonB. We'll see you next time. MC these kids pray to. The Ray-Bans and shake the bands, and I'm about to raise in a year or two. Nigga, made the investment, reap what I sow. Reapers are reaching, said they so. Said that you got me.